Reminder, as it stands now in Group A, the Basel equaliser means that neither PSG or Arsenal would be confirmed in the last 16 unless Arsenal score. The offside flag's up here though against Ozil. It's up early as well on that far side. If Arsenal find a goal without reply in the last 4 minutes, it would take them and PSG through.
Great movement, happened so quickly as well, but I think the assistant has called this one correctly.
Sensible substitution from Arsene Wenger. Xhaka on the yellow card, had a couple of late challenges, is removed, and El Neni is introduced.
One former Basel man for another. Yeah, I think I can understand that, because, you know, he's had a suspension as well. I think Coquelin a couple of years ago would have been probably a little indisciplined, but he's more switched on to it now. Remember that outing at Crystal Palace when he was kind of so close to it.
El Neni's ball forward. Here's Ozil with the opportunity. Lovely skill. Ozil, and still fabulous. Arsenal from 2 down, lead 3-2. And Mesut Ozil, the man who got a hat-trick at the Emirates, could have got the goal to make sure yet again Arsene Wenger's team safely through to the last 16 of the Champions League for the 7th season in a row. Those travelling Arsenal supporters enjoyed that moment. His 6th goal in his last 8 games in all competitions.
Well, they got it wrong. It was Moti who tried to step up, and he got it wrong, and he kept Ozil on side. But listen, there's an awful lot to do once Ozil took it under control. The way he actually takes it over the goalkeeper is exquisite, and then he's just sold a couple of dummies. The composure to actually retain the ball and work his way to the left side onto that left foot is just immaculate, and that's brilliant. I thought he was Arsenal's best. They're not.
Their return, it seems, will only be a single point. Sanchez. 3 more minutes for Ludogorets to find a goal. A victory will take Arsenal onto 10 points. And should be enough to see them through to the group stage. They next face Paris Saint-Germain at home. And that could well be a group decider to see who finishes first.
And it was a tough gig.
Diakov. That was the nervous moment. It came quickly to Anasay.
Yeah. It was an important foot. Somebody had to get something on it.
3 points for Arsenal, with 3 goals having been 2 down. And a moment of individual brilliance from Mesut Ozil, won it with 2 minutes to spare. And their first trip to Bulgaria in their history is a successful one. An awkward start, but they've responded in the best possible manner, and they've won it late on through that man who got a hat-trick in the first game. He gets the winning goal in the second game, and he puts Arsenal on the verge of the last 16. It's finished here in Sofia. Ludogorets 2, Arsenal 3.
Great win, of course, for Arsenal in Bulgaria, their first trip there, and what a way to win it. Fantastic composure and skill from Mesut Ozil. The only slight cloud on the horizon is that PSG have just found a way to beat Basel. Late goal from them. It's still going, in fairness, but a brilliant finish we'll see in due course from Meunier for a 2-1 lead with not long to go against a 10-man Basel side. But that's for another day. Arsenal can celebrate an extended winning run, certainly in this competition. They've seen off Ludogorets not once but twice. It was much harder work, Martin Keown, than 2 weeks ago, but job done in the end.
Yes, and a moment of absolute class from Ozil. Could watch that goal again and again. Beautiful.
We will.
To see how players have that time, and the top players, Michael, you certainly in the final third a lot better than me. They seem to have this time and space, and that class comes through. What a wonderful goal that was.
Yeah, we did talk earlier about his importance to the team. It was no more illustrated than there, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, full credit to the assistant referee, because it was a brilliant decision. Everyone thought, immediately it was offside. But this type of player is a rare breed. Most people watch the game and they tense up, and even when they're watching someone else thinking, shoot, 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 shoot. And no, this is the way to do it. You've got to be ice cold in front of goal. You've got to be calm. You've got to pick the right moment. You're thinking, chip it over him there, but he does it, but not directly for goal. Just flicks it over, and he takes a touch and another touch, and just waits until it's the perfect time. And it's cool as a cucumber. You don't expect anything less from him.
You just think there he's going at any point he's going to put his foot through that, but it's just class, confidence, and he knows exactly. He's really in control of his play right now. I don't think I've seen him played any better for Arsenal the way he's playing at the moment. Absolutely outstanding there.
Yeah, well, November suddenly all looks a lot brighter, doesn't it?
Well, it's going to get tougher.
Yeah.
We keep saying, but that was a tough game tonight, and I don't care what people say. 6-0. Everyone looked at it and thought it's going to be an easy game. They're a dangerous team. They can score goals. And it's a brilliant result for Arsenal. They can sort of almost put that to the side now. They've qualified. I know we keep saying the importance of topping the group, but first and foremost, they've qualified after 4 games. It's a good feat, and now there's some big games in the Premier League to come.
No, absolutely, and indeed, obviously, what will turn out to be a group win decider against PSG at the Emirates next time out. So, lots to look forward to.
An awful lot to look forward to. I think there's 5 days now before they play against Tottenham.
Yeah.
I think that would have taken a lot out of Arsenal tonight. That was the danger, but to win the game was what they really needed. It keeps that momentum going, but it was end-to-end stuff, almost like a basketball match at times, and Arsene Wenger will want to control things better in future. It was a very high line, and they ran the risk of conceding again, but to win the game was the most important thing.
It was, indeed. So, Mesut Ozil, fantastic way to win any football match, not least the one that qualifies you again from the group phase of the Champions League. They are through, as are PSG. What a way to win this game against 10-man Basel. It was 1 each, but this brilliant finish from the right-back, Meunier, just before the end. Brilliant pick out on the volley. They've won 2-1. Both then will qualify, and it will be a shootout at the Emirates Stadium for who tops the group, but both qualify for the last 16 of the Champions League with 2 games to spare. We'll analyse the wherewithal in due course. Of course, tomorrow we're back with 8 more games, including a chance for Leicester to win their group and certainly qualify there at Copenhagen. That's live, as is Spurs' big game at Wembley against Leverkusen. Juve have a chance to qualify tomorrow, as do Borussia Dortmund. We'll bring it all to you over the course of tomorrow evening. But as for tonight, 3-2, not 6-0, but just as important. And what a way to get over the line. We'll look at
changes how we live.
Come on, Dad.
They tell me I'm a bone. 2 waters stand alongside my love. Oh, talk about my love. Talk about my love.
You ready, Dad?
And I want to take out a loan, so I need that website.
That fantastic website.
To check out the banks and lenders to find myself a canny deal.
So, why the loan?
I need a new saxophone.
Go Compare. You're quite right, there's nothing quite like Go Compare. When you want to save, it should be your favorite.
Oh, fantastic!
Go Compare.